Most upgrades fail to matter until you push the phone hard for hours. The iPhone 18 Pro Max aims at that exact pain point: heat, battery stability, and sustained speed. If you own the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the real question is simple: do you need refinement or do you need change? The biggest difference in 2026 may not be the way the phone looks, but the way it behaves after 20 minutes of heavy use. That is where the newest rumors keep pointing: efficiency first, consistency second, and peak performance as a byproduct. Start with the headline claim in the reports. Multiple industry watchers, including Bloomberg coverage and analyst notes, keep circling the same idea. Apple may ship a next-generation processor built on a 2-nanometer class process. That matters because smaller process nodes usually target lower power draw, better thermals, and more predictable performance under load. It also matters because the current flagship already feels fast in everyday tasks, so the upgrade has to show up somewhere else. Design and display appear to be the most familiar part of this comparison. The current expectation points to the same general 6.9-inch footprint and the same triple camera layout. If you place the newer model next to the older one on a desk, the silhouette may look almost identical from a few feet away. For many buyers, that is either reassuring or disappointing, depending on why they upgrade. The more interesting design rumor is not a new shape, but better finishing. Reports suggest Apple may focus on rear glass integration, aiming for a smoother transition between the glass back and the titanium frame. Recent Pro models have had small visual inconsistencies in how the materials meet and how the edges catch light. The refinement here would not change your daily usage, but it could make the device feel more cohesive in the hand and look more premium up close. If that sounds minor, it is, and that is the point. The rumored approach is a refinement cycle. That means the decision to upgrade depends on how sensitive you are to the second-order details: how hot the phone gets, how stable the frame rate stays, and how the battery behaves across long sessions. Now move to the core of the rumored upgrade: performance and efficiency. The comparison people want is simple: A20 Pro versus A19 Pro. The early talk suggests that the newer chip may be built with a 2-nanometer class manufacturing process, while the previous generation relies on a larger node. You should not expect your messaging app to open dramatically faster. You should expect the phone to hold performance longer when the workload does not stop. That sustained behavior matters in very specific moments. 1. Gaming sessions that run at high brightness with constant network activity. 2. Long video recording, especially at high resolution and high frame rates. 3. On-device editing where the processor, memory, and storage all stay busy. 4. Navigation with the screen on, location running, and the device baking in sunlight. 5. And-related tasks that keep the compute engines engaged for extended periods. In those moments, thermals become the hidden governor. When heat climbs, the device protects itself by lowering performance. On the iPhone 17 Pro Max, most people rarely hit that ceiling, but power users can. The rumored improvements point toward better heat management, which can mean two things: less heat buildup in the first place, and a slower rise toward the point where throttling begins. If Apple also improves the internal thermal path, the benefit becomes even more visible during continuous use. This leads directly into battery life, where the rumors become more nuanced. Some reports hint at internal changes that could create more space for a larger cell. If Apple pursues that path, the phone could become slightly thicker and heavier. The iPhone 17 Pro Max sits around 221 grams. Estimates floating around suggest the newer model could land in the 230 to 240 gram range, depending on the final configuration. That weight change might sound small, but in a large phone, it is noticeable. The heavier device can feel more substantial, but it can also feel less comfortable during long one-handed use. So the battery rumor is a trade: a little more mass for a little more stability. Capacity estimates tell the same story. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is often placed in the 4,800 mAh class. Early projections put the newer model closer to 5,000 to 5,200 mAh. That is roughly a 5 to 10% bump. On paper, 5 to 10% does not always turn into a full extra hour of screen time. In real life, combined with better efficiency, it can turn into something more valuable: fewer sudden drops late in the day, less heat while charging and using the phone, and more consistent behavior after months of ownership. Battery consistency matters because most people judge battery life based on the worst day, not the best day. The phone that sometimes feels great and sometimes collapses under load creates anxiety. The phone that behaves predictably builds trust. The reports suggest Apple may be aiming for that kind of predictability, rather than a dramatic headline number. Charging is part of that experience too. Even if peak charging speeds do not change, lower heat during charging can protect battery health and keep the device comfortable to hold. Long charging sessions while using navigation or streaming video can turn into a thermal stress test. The more efficient chip and better thermal management can reduce how often the phone feels hot at the exact moment you want it to recover quickly. Now talk about camera upgrades the way the rumors are framing them. Processing, not necessarily hardware. The expectation for a refinement year often focuses on image pipeline improvements, better computational photography, improved HDR decisions, cleaner low-light detail, and more stable video under mixed lighting. Even without a new sensor, a stronger processor and improved tuning can deliver better results, especially in video recording where the phone has to process every frame in real time. If you mainly take quick daytime photos, you might not notice a major shift. If you shoot long clips, move between indoor and outdoor light, or rely on stabilization while walking, the processing gains can feel more meaningful. Also, improved sustained performance can help prevent overheating during extended recording, which can be a practical limitation for creators. So the comparison becomes clearer. The iPhone 17 Pro Max already nails everyday speed, screen quality, and flagship camera reliability. The iPhone 18 Pro Max, based on current reports, tries to make the same experience more stable under pressure. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.